Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another RP-1 live stream. Hello, welcome all. Hello, welcome everyone that's been in the chat already. Let's get swapped over to the correct screen so that you can actually see me. Hello, hello. So, Sonic Night was taken. Last stream, what happened? I spent a lot of money at the end, well, not even a lot of money. I upgraded the launch complex that we had been using for the slightly bigger rockets and completely destroyed its efficiency, which really sucked. Coming home, Redux when? Maybe not for a while. That is definitely something that I do want to do, though. Maybe not in Beyond Home. Something in a more Stalker-like system, though, rather than RP-1. Currently what I am doing, if you can't tell by the amount of live streams that I'm doing and the amount of different content that I have released over the past few weeks, it's kind of experimenting with different ideas for my channel. So we've had lots of shorts. Some of the shorts did really well, but I feel like shorts aren't really where I want to go down. We've had these streams. I like streaming. Streaming is quite somewhat low effort. I don't have to edit, but it's hard at the time. But yeah, no, just experimenting around at the moment. I've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program already today. So, earlier on, before I even started work, so I have finished work again. I've been at work all day, finished about half an hour ago, and I set up this stream. Earlier on, before I even started work at 8 AM this morning, for about 2 hours, I had already been playing the For All Kerbal Kind install. Because I want to get a video of For All Kerbal Kind out this week, and I need to spend some time actually getting that all done. So, yeah. That, I've been playing a lot of KSP today. And the next episode of For All Kerbal Kind, well, it's definitely going to be a bit annoying. There are some annoyances that we have to deal with, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, anyway, moving on. Let's actually start getting into the game. Let's change over to the live scene so there's a bigger view of the actual game. Give it a second, and there we go. We should have the game on display. Perfect, perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's have a Kerbal. Well, we will be launching Kerbals eventually. Maybe not for a while. As we're not doing X-Planes, I don't really need any pilots or anything, or engineers, or any Kerbals until we actually decide that we want to start sending crew up to low Earth orbit. I've got no idea how long that is going to be, though. Like, we're early days yet. Very, very, very early days. But I think what we want to do at the start of this... So, we are constructing a Shitbox 6... at the slightly smaller rocket launch complex, and that's going to take us 15 days to build. However, we are losing an awful lot of money every day. We are currently losing minus 208 every day, and that is purely because we are upgrading this launch complex. Now, what I can do is try and like slow this down, so we're still losing a bit. However, it takes us a little while longer, so we'll lose 1,500 if we get to the next step. I think that's fine. I think we're good for that. Let's have a Kerbal not die. that would be wonderful. I don't want to be killing anyone. Right. Anyway, let us warp this to complete, and I want to see what actually this rocket is. What are we going to be doing with this rocket? I think if I go in, we can have a look, and I think this is purely just a rocket that has got payload, loads of payload. And if I remember correctly from the last stream, Jimmy Maguchi did tell me that, oh no, this isn't even payload. This has got no payload. Maybe we do launch this. Get more science. More science is always nice. Yeah, I think maybe we do launch this one. More science. Science is always good. That fires. Solid goes. We need to hot stage that, and then, yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Well, there's no edits to be made here. That should just be good. Let's go get some more science, because I think science is nice. And if I don't have another one of these sounding rockets, well, we are going to build up another one And then what we're going to do with that is going to be the one that has the payload. Oh yeah, there we go. SF6 just payload. That is being built. Right, let's roll this out and get onto our first launch of the live stream. Which actually, I think will be the quickest we've gone so far. Which is amazing. We're actually doing all right. We're like racing through this. Normally it takes me a little bit longer to get started. Right, anyway, yeah, I think that's good. We don't need a contract for this because this is just going to be scientific gains. I'm all about those gains. Oh, it's going to be a slow start. Oh, how do 8-hour stream and then... Why do 8... Not 8-hour stream. Why do 8 hours of work and then stream? Because I'm crazy. And there is a live goal. There is a goal once again today. I have lowered it, as someone did say. Yeah. So I lowered the live goal. So we've only got a goal of 5 today. And I've put 5 £5 super chats. If we get 5 £5 super chats, then my idea is that this stream week that I'm doing right now, I'm going to stream every single day this week. That's the plan. Except for Saturday, because I'm in London on Saturday, so I can't stream on Saturday. Then I'll carry it on to next week, and we might even be able to get some longer streams next week, purely because I'm off work next week, and it's going to be wonderful. I want to do so much content creation next week. It's going to be unreal. I've got loads of video ideas that I want to start working on, and I'm not sick anymore, even though, you know, I'm still eating my antibiotics. I've got that many left, so that's like 2 days and this evening. Yeah, I'm not sick anymore, so I can actually talk. I can do things, which is going to be wonderful. Right, okay. Anyway, let's launch this, and hopefully everything goes according to plan, because that would be really nice. Right, 3, 2, 1, fire. Wonderful. I'm going to wait until that gets to 0.0 seconds. There we go. And go. Release. Cool. That probably couldn't have gone any better. Fix the staging. The staging was perfect. The staging was correct. I am hot staging. Hot staging is something that we like to do in Realism Overhaul. Since you're not doing planes, you can spend science on more science stuff. Yay! Yes. Yeah. I'm going to be missing out on a lot of science from not doing planes, which does suck. No spin stabilization. Hello, Yoshi. Welcome, 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 welcome. No, we don't need spin stabilization for sounding rockets like this. They will point pretty much... wibbly wobbly, something, why me? Why have I got Doctor Who on my mind? They will point over, like, slightly in the wrong direction, potentially. But, to be honest, it's going to be barely anything. And we're going to get probably everything that we need from this one launch. Maybe we need to do one more, but yeah, we're going to pretty much complete this experiment, this launch, I think. I am off work too, can watch all of it. Nice, 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 Marius4766. Yeah, I've got it off work purely because there's a lot of family birthdays for me personally in May. I think my mum, I've got a sister, I've got a niece, all of them who have birthdays in May, so I've taken this week off to, you know, celebrate with my family. Not this week, next week off to celebrate with my family. And it's supposed to be a very, very, very nice week. I've looked at the weather forecast and it's literally sun the entire time. So I do want to spend a bit of time outside because that would be nice. We have done the biological sample from flying high. Wonderful. Temperature scan, we were getting some. That's weird. Anyway, let's decouple this. And now we just need to wait for this to come down. Hopefully we should get all of the science we possibly could want from this one mission. I think we just need to get space low. Bank holiday Monday. And that is also another reason why I'm off next week. So it was also why I was off at the start of May. I feel like I can take 4 days of holiday, right? And then I can get an entire week off. And I feel like that is the best way to go about, like, you know, using my holiday wisely. It does mean that I am taking my holiday during half term, which I really don't need to do, which is it could be better, but oh well. Hello, Pap. Welcome back. Yeah, I did see. I saw on my YouTube notifications as well that you became a channel member. I don't know why the thing didn't pop up on the stream yesterday, but thank you very much. I think there was someone else that became a channel member yesterday as well. So there were 2, but the notification didn't fire, and it didn't say anything in YouTube chat either, which is a little bit weird. But touching grass is overrated. I like going outside. You may not be able to tell, but yeah, the first week of April, when it was really sunny in the UK, I did spend an awful lot of time out in the sun, and it was very nice. It refreshed me. I got my good old vitamin D in. I got my bones out, and I felt a lot better for it. I do like getting out. It is nice. It does make me feel good. Get more holiday for your holiday. First orbital rocket could be called Electric Lightning, but backwards. That would be really hard to spell. Will we make episodes from these past streams, like for KGRR, or what are your plans for this this playthrough? So, no, I'm not planning on doing any episodes for this live stream series. This is literally just going to be, I'm going to be streaming an RP-1 save. It's all going to be self-contained, nicely wrapped up within this live stream series, and I want to get quite far in this. This is basically the continuation of KGRR, but with a much more up-to-date modern version of RP-1, because I literally downloaded this on Saturday, so we are playing with the most up-to-date versions of everything that we possibly could. I have actually installed Z-Theme now. That was one thing that was requested, Z-Theme, so we do have that. And yeah, I'm not recording this. I'm not even sure if my PC could handle recording with these graphics and streaming at the same time. It might be able to, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hello, by the way, how's it going? Hello, welcome. It's going well. It's going well. I'm a bit tired. I've got my coffee, my hazelnut coffee latte that I made myself to try and keep me going, keep me perked, keep me excited for the for the remainder of this stream. By the way, I heard there's a cool trick for getting free stability on your sounding rockets. Just put the engine at the top and fuel at bottom. Works every time. Have you been taking tips from Goddard? Goddard? It's Goddard, wasn't it? Goddard's rocket, yeah. Tips from Goddard? Or tips from me, from some of my older shorts where we were launching ridiculous things. An entire Saturn V to the surface of Mars landed upside down. I remember you saying you have a 5080, so how can it not handle streaming and playing at the same time? So this is, I'm on a 4K monitor right now, which already takes up a lot of resource with the clouds, with all of the beautification mods, all of that kind of stuff. Streaming is really intense, as is recording at 4K. My PC actually struggles. I've got an i9 13900 CPU. Maybe my settings are a bit borked, but my PC actually struggles when I record at 4K for my series. Sometimes it won't work, which is what I actually discovered whilst filming some things for Thrall KerbalKind earlier on. I was trying to film a launch, the first launch of my next episode, and due to the fact that there were a billion parallax trees in Australia in the desert for some reason, bit bizarre, but besides the point, my OBS just froze up completely. It was too much for the encoder, and it failed, and yeah, things went really badly. So I have got quite a good setup, but unfortunately KSP, even though it is a 15-year-old game, or even probably longer, probably even older than that by now, it's quite intense. It's quite intensive, and it uses a lot of resources, especially when you mod it to high hell like I have. Right, I think we need to launch, yeah, we can launch one more of those, but it would only give us like 2 science left, so I don't really think that that's going to be worth it. However, we are going to launch the payload variant, because I think that absolutely will be worth it. Let's warp to complete here. Hopefully, in not very long. This is 60% done, so on the 18th of March, we will have that built. Wonderful. And we're going to get basic solid rocket engines. Oh, I really like that, because that means that we can make these smaller sounding rockets a lot better. So I think what we actually want to do is, if I come into integration and go into SF6, just payload, it's only going to take another 5 days. Let's edit this and see just how much we can get with better solid rocket tech, because I think we could get a lot more. Asked reference. So the first live stream that I did recently, I mentioned that yes, I have done a lot of R stuff on my channel, which when you say it like that sounds really, really horrific. I don't have an OnlyFans, I swear. And Yeah, but the Australian Research and Space Exploration is what R stands for those who are wondering what that is. But yeah, no, we did do a lot of upside down rocketry, weird stuff back in the day, about 3 years ago, I think it was now. That just kind of shows how old some of the stuff I've done on YouTube is. Okay, so what we want to do is find our next solid that will hopefully... So we've got the Aerojet 18KS. That's also quite small. I don't like that. That's this smaller than the Aerojet 2. What have I actually got to unlock? We've got the Tiny Tim. We've got the Nike. Now, the Nike is really, really, really going to push us far. That will be the one that I think we want to go for. I don't know why we're going for American solids and the rest of the engines that we're using are going to be Soviets, but then I guess Americans have the solids, whereas a lot of the Soviet stuff, yeah, I don't think there's many Soviet solids at all, if any, but I might be wrong. An interesting setup I've been having fun with is a JNSQ plus Kerbalism plus Outer Planets Pack, OPP, Near Future Extraplanetary Launch Pads. I'm still early-ish in the save, but it's good fun, but easier than RP-1. That's the kind of thing that I really want to do. I want to do a series like this. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love RP-1. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the best way to play KSP. But probably for the last 3 years, it's the only way that I have played KSP. And I have done Common Redux, and I do like going... It's fun to go away from the realism and just go completely balls to the walls, bonkers, like, build whatever you want, which can be quite fun. But don't get me wrong, RP-1, best way to play KSP, in my opinion. But yeah, it would be fun to do something else. Right, this is 2,497 meters per second. Yeah, that's fine. If I get rid of this, move this up, then we grab the Nike, which is quite a bit larger. Maybe put these on there as well, just to give it a little bit of aerodynamic stability. That should hopefully be enough. Hopefully it doesn't go flying. Because this is completely unguided, we really want to make sure that this is aerodynamically stable as soon as we launch this. So I think, yeah, let's try and put these wings on. Put those there, like that. Is this got a recolor available? No, it doesn't. We have to use it like this. That's fine. That's fine. That now gives us 2,812. That is much, much, much better. How much sounding payload have we got for this, though? We've got 115 litres. That's pretty good. Are we going to have to upgrade our launch complex, though? Why are we set to the wrong launch complex and I can't change that? That's annoying. We're set to the bigger one, I think. Oh no, we're not. It's just this is too tall. Oh my god, it's 12 meters tall already. That's insane. That's actually mad. That's also clipping. I don't want that to clip. Because if we clip, then things are going to go very, very, very badly. I think what we want is a medium launch clap. That seems ridiculously big. Ugh, but it's fine. We'll go for that. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. And we'll have a look and see. Because, yeah, if I look at... if I go for the small launch clamp, that does look like it clips in. I'll try it in a simulation. We'll try it and see if this works. Yup, running on antiquated Unity. Or for KSP. I don't even know what version of Unity KSP runs on. So when I have been doing some development in Unity myself, which, you know, I'm by no means a game developer at all. I just try to do it for a bit of fun in my spare time. Because I do software development as my day job. I've been using Unity 6. They're the most up-to-date version of Unity. That's what I forgot what I was saying for a second then. But yeah, Unity 6, right. Okay, let's give this a go. I want to see, with 115 units of sounding payload, I reckon we could get quite high with this. I reckon we could get really high with this. 2,812 meters per second is pretty damn good. So, let's give it a simulate, and we'll do... This can now be the Shitfuck 7, purely because we've got the new Nike, and I think this might be the last iteration of these that we do, and we'll just keep launching these with heavier and heavier payloads until we've run out of those contracts that basically we can do. So let's simulate this and give it a go. Everybody loves the sounding rocket grind. Solid kick stages are overrated, just make the rocket longer. Upgrading the solid kick stage, that is. No, we want to upload them. We want to upgrade them. I didn't even check if this was aerodynamically stable. Well, let's hope it is. Yep, I think it is. And 0 out. Cool. I wonder how far we'll get with this. That was quite a bit of a boost from that Nike. So I think we should be able to get a decent way up with 115 units of sounding payload. How come you don't see the low-res photo-like image of Earth on top of the Earth textures? Maybe because we're using parallax? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. Wait for vehicles to finish. Do I have queue penalties turned on or off? Oh, I do have them turned on. Oh, that might be a problem. That could actually be a problem with this. I didn't even think of that. Because if we have queue problems turned on, if this gets us up to that sort of speed, we might have to ignite this engine a little bit earlier. Maybe not get quite as high, but look, we're getting pretty damn high. We're going to get to maybe about like 250 kilometers. 200 and... Oh, look at that. I was like, oh, it's heating up, but no. It's the sunset. I think that's the sunset, because that way's east, that way's west. Yeah, we've caught the sunset. Isn't that beautiful? It's amazing. Then we get a lovely view of the rocket. But yeah, we get to about 280 kilometers with this, which is pretty decent. Right, we don't need to do anything more with this. Let us revert to the editor. Sim with failures on and see how bad it gets. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all, actually. But this worked absolutely fine. I'm going to save this, and this is what we are going to... yeah. Oh, no. This was supposed to be SF7, wasn't it? No! I have ruined everything. Everyone laugh at this scrub. I have failed. Okay. I don't think we need to tool anything else. No, we don't. We are going to need to upgrade this launch complex, and I think this will be the last upgrade for this launch complex we do. But let's simulate with part failures and see how bad this goes. Oh, hello again. Hello, test flight. Oh, you're here just in time. Guess what? You're about to completely screw me over. If he wants to coast, he does have gravity and drag losses, though. You could either hot stage or let it coast after kick stage and use ullage solid. I'd rather not add more solids onto this. Right, let's have a look at the ignition penalty. Right, so I've got a look at this at the 0.32 seconds, as well as looking at this percentage ignition words, they are hard. Ignition penalty for Q, and see what it is. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, that's massive. But it lit. I don't know what happened there. It lit though. Interesting. Hello, Celine. Or Sand. Whatever you want to be called. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, that's odd. Is it just that I got really lucky? So I want to go like there. Yep. 85%. Oh my god. Ooh, that's bad. We might have to light it a little bit earlier, but I still think this should get us I don't want to revert to vehicle assembly build. Yeah, we had the full Q penalty there. Windstream and a good time, having to write such a bad essay for university about the strengths of OpenGL. I've heard of OpenGL, but I don't know what it is. I'm sure I've heard of it. Open something. Open source something? Everything with open in front of it, to me, is like open source something. Right, let's simulate this again. I want to see sort of what we get if we ignite at the same time, like at the very, very, very beginning. Oh yeah, they nerfed the B, so you can stack like 3 of them. Can't stack like 3 of them. I mean, we are using the U1250, so we're not using the Aero B, but I mean, it's basically the same thing. Let's give this a go. I'm gonna fire this up, and then once it starts, yeah, there we go. I mean, we had an ignition failure anyway, but we can light it a little bit after, but not a huge amount after we first fire up that engine, which is potentially problematic, but I think this is fine. I'm not going to bother resimming that. We're just going to revert to the editor and we're going to see how this goes. More fuel in the tanks will get you further than a better booster. So more fuel just in here. I mean, we pretty much have as much fuel as we can get. Actually, let's have a look. We have, if we overburn this, so we're currently burning it. So let's set to current date. If we burn it like for nearly 3 minutes, that's going to be an insane amount of time to burn this for. It's like 2% chance of completing that burn, but actually that might not be a bad thing. We'll get a lot of science for it. What's that? 170 seconds. What's that? Yeah, it's like nearly 3 minutes. Oh, we need to make this massive. There we go. It's a 15-minute long pencil. 15 meter long pencil. This is peak rocket. This is peak efficiency. This is how rockets should be. If anyone tells you that this is not the best shaped rocket, then you should laugh at them and say, no, I don't believe you. No, I think we will go back. That's going to be really expensive to tool as well, isn't it? Oh no, only 597. That definitely is not the way forward. I think if we go for... There we go, 5.2. I will try this. I think I'm going to try this. I'm happy. I've used the Nike before. Long boy. Long boy indeed. Very long boy. Do you have a better engine config unlocked yet? Yeah, we are. We're using the U1... this is the U2000. This is the best engine config that we have. This one only has 1 engine config. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna leave, save and continue, overwrite, sure, why not? Because I actually do need to come in and rebuild that launch complex because this is a little bit too big. It's a little bit too big. Oh, do we wait until this is done? No, yeah, we wait until it's done. Right, so the big one is now done. What I want to do is probably hire some researchers. We'll get like, not 10, because I don't want to spend all of my money. Maybe like another 3. Oh no, we'll go up to 110. There we go. 2,579. That should be enough. Now what we can do is go back into the vehicle assembly. Yeah, we want to go into the vehicle assembly building because we want to build our 3,000 kilometer downrange rocket. It's that time. It's 1953. Normally, I would have done this in old RP-1 by the end of 1951, and yeah, we're some ways off that, unfortunately. Right, but what we want to do is do 3,000 kilometers downrange attempt 1, or 2 even. Now, we should be able to build this and launch it. That's cool, yeah. Yep, it's all tooled. All I need to do is unlock the parts, maybe? We need to pay 5,000 credits to get the new upgrade to the RD-100, but that's fine. There we go. We've got this being built. It's going to take us 136 days, and it would take 80 days if we maxed out on engineers, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to max out on engineers. I'm playing Korea, and I just got a satellite around the Mun without having Apollo parts. Nice. I remember turning off failures for simulations only after launch. I realised that I packed more than 3 minutes of fuels for an engines that can only burn for 50 seconds. That's fair. I turn off failures for simulations all the time. That's definitely something I imagine I will have done at some point as well. That is absolutely fair. RD100 to 103 are the best early game. They are indeed. I had the option of going for XLR41. I think Jimmy Maguchi said that you could do, and I think you can. You can do 3,000 kilometers downrange a tech node earlier using the RD41 XLR41, but I decided not to go for that because I didn't want to spend the 10,000 funds on it. I've been watching these since the original KGR, and you're awesome. Thank you for the content, Canassa. Thank you, Indieberg. Welcome, welcome. Kind words. Right, so yeah, we can get another 38 engineers in there. I might actually hire another 5, because we are starting to get quite a bit of money now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to need engineers when we want to, you know, build up our bigger rockets, because yeah, we're going to be going to orbit soon, somewhat soon. I want to maybe get to orbit pretty quickly, right? Maybe within the next 2 years. We'll see how that goes. This seems like it's not gone very well. Right, now that that has been completed, I'm going to come back into here and we are going to upgrade that launch complex so that we can launch that Nike rocket, that Nike sounding rocket. 5D60 config is the sweet spot for RD100. It's got the higher ISP, but with a lot less unlock cost. 5D60 config for the RD100. Oh, this one. 70. Oh my god, the RD103M is super expensive. I suppose I have built, I think in my early orbital rockets like video, I did use the RD103 for an orbital rocket. Like the RD103 can be used for orbital rocketry. It's pretty good. But yeah, that is, I did not know that that was that expensive. Also, the survival rate is a lot better than the RD103. When do you unlock it? Basic rocketry. Oh, so we unlock it next rocketry node. That's pretty nice to know, actually. Yeah, that does seem like a very good engine. I'm definitely going to have a play around with that at a point in this save. Right, 3,000 kilometer. Yeah, I don't want to look at this anymore. What I want to do is I want to open up the Shipbox 6, 7 even. One thing as well that I need to do is when we sort of get to a stage where we're getting to orbital rockets, I actually need to come up with a naming convention. We can't just be calling our rockets NFTs and shitfox. That's just not cricket. That's not acceptable. I don't like it. I don't allow it. I need to come up with a decent naming convention, and I can't really think of anything off the top of my head at the moment because I've done quite a few. I've done Greek gods, I've done Roman gods, I've done Enter Shikari songs, which was a personal favourite of mine. Not sure what else we want to do. Anyway, we want to modify, switch to LC, this one. Hopefully the commonality is, the commonality is like 100%. That's great. I don't know why the commonality is 100% for this, yet it was like nothing for the other one. The Kana rocket. That sounds like a dinosaur. Use a random word generator. That's not a bad thing to do. Definitely could do that. I quite like viewer suggestions. I like trying to have as much interaction with the audience as possible, so I feel like viewer interaction would be good as well. Hey Karnasa, hello Irish Plane Spotting. I think you were here yesterday's stream. Nordic Gods, Thor, Odin, Hela. That's about all I know. Not only because I've been watching Marvel films recently. Easy fix, name them after shitfucks. Yeah, exactly. Why didn't I think? Ah. Right, anyway, we are going to modify this. It's only going to take 6 days, which is great. Cool. They've all been sent away. Let's leave. How is this one going? This is going all right. We've done a launch already. It was successful. We've unlocked some new technology, which is always nice. We are going to be rebuilding this, which should hopefully mean that we can go to heights that we have never seen before. So if we get this difficult one... Oh, we need 230 with only 75 units. Oh, yeah, that's going to be easy. That's going to be super easy. We can easily do that. Where's the one that isn't? Downrange distance. Oh my god. We get so much for completing that. Oh, I mean, we need 500 units of sounding rocket payload. But look at all of that reputation and confidence that we get. That's probably something that we probably should have done, but instead we're going to go for the difficult one. Yeah, we really should do that. We should do the low space film return though as well. Oh, the options are there. But yeah, we've only got this difficult one to do, which we will be able to complete. That's absolutely fine. What we want to do is probably edit this and add that Nikon. Astronaut name submissions. That's also not a bad idea. Maybe animals. I mean, some tanks are named after them. Yeah, tiger, leopard, panzer. I'm assuming panzer is panther, but in German. I don't know. I'm not sure. Right, what we want to do is open up this. Load. And we want to set this to be 75. Like so. 75. Yep, that looks cool. Gives us like 2,900 meters per second of delta V. Do we need to tool anything? Nope. We need to save edits. We unlock the one part. And then we should be able to hopefully get that difficult downrange done. D&D, tabletop RPG related games, related names. Could start like naming every rocket after a character from Baldur's Gate 3. I do like Baldur's Gate 3. Panzer means armored. I did not know that. I would have thought it would have been Panther from the name, but that's good to know. Okay, so number 7 of these. Let us hopefully succeed. I'm going to duplicate this. And we're going to roll out Autobots. And before we launch it, let's actually pick up the contract, because I do forget that more often than I should. Let's warp to Sunrise as well. And then, second launch of the live stream. And we are only 30 minutes in, so if we keep at this cadence, that's one every 15 minutes. Then we might get quite far in this live stream. Hopefully, by the end of today, definitely by the end of tomorrow, I would maybe like to have gotten to, you know, actually doing orbital contracts. Right. Oh, do I just fire and then fire? Or do I literally fire them all at the same time? I'm not sure. Maybe star constellations like Perseus, Hydra, or Pegasus. I mean, those are mythological creatures. Well, Perseus was a person, I think. I think Perseus was a person. Sounding rockets. Worst rockets. Since you're launching as Rocket Lab, you should name the rockets after particles. String for suborbital, quark for orbital, proton for moon. It's not a bad idea. Because what have they got? They've got electron, haven't they? Named after tree species. Oh! Someone told me as well. I need to try it after this launch. We might be able to clean up the trees around here. And I definitely want to check that out. Right, yeah, I think I should have tested this in simulations. Let's not launch it straight away, and let's actually try and Right, okay, this is going to be worrying. In 3, 2, 1, fire, and... That's fine. And go. It worked! It worked! Oh, I still got like a tickle at the back of my throat. One sec. I was a bit worried I didn't mute my microphone then as well. But no, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. We're good. It's like... Oh, what's his name? From Bruce Almighty. We're good. We're good. My career mode is an alternate timeline that continued the Apollo program. Cool. So basically like Eyes Turn Skyward. Use a map decal. Yes, map decal is literally the solution to get rid of the trees. Panzer is just the shortened form of Panzerkampfwagen, which translates to armoured fighting vehicle. Panther and Tiger were just names for the Panzer 5 and 6 respectively, like Sherman or Abrams. Oh, cool. The more you know. But anyway, yeah, we've definitely hit this. We've hit like 284 kilometers. So we actually, once we do this, once we get to above 230 kilometers, we can leave this. So we don't need to follow it. I do like following them all the way down to their demise, but we've got things to be doing. We want to get out of the sounding rocket grind. 230. Here we go. And tick. Bang. Good. Let's go back to the Space Center. Blue Zealand. Did you see my mission name idea, kind of? I don't think I did. Crisp names for the rocket and McDonald's menu items for missions. Oh, that's a point. I was supposed to ask my girlfriend to bring back McDonald's for tonight for dinner. Because actually... Oh my god, I did it. I had to say... What? What? Oh yeah, she was doing the thing. Huh, no. Anyway. Yeah, no, I was supposed to be... I was going to ask her to get McDonald's for dinner tonight, purely because I've actually got a work thing starting at 8. I'll get a McDonald's on your behalf. Oh, thank you, Jimmy Maguchi. Thank you very much. What's the earliest someone has gotten to orbit in the current version of RO? I don't actually know. I don't know. Imagine a rocket called the Rolling Stones. I could imagine. I'm imagining it right now. Name them after the former British colonies. I might get a bit political. My timeline actually diverges. Right. Anyway, that is fine. I don't think... we might be... 75, 280. Oh, we can just about do that. We can just about do that. So I will build one more, but to be honest, what I might do is... How far off are we max rep? Oh, we're doing pretty well. I reckon, honestly, if we were doing X-Planes, we probably would have hit max rep by now. Anyway, what we want to do is come into staff and maybe take like 5 off there, because we really want to start pumping engineers into here. We want the 1 to get the efficiency up, and 2, we just want as many as we possibly can. I might get up to 70, because even that's going to be built in like not very long. If we like have like 2 engineers, there are 2 solitary people working on this one rocket. We might even get it down to like 1 later, if that gives us 90 days. It's going to take 90 days to build that. It's going to take a lot less time. Well, no, it won't take a lot less time. But yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Cool. We're starting to get quite a lot of money every day. 100 science, 100 funds a day. Well, 77.8 funds a day. That's pretty good. Let's recondition this. Warp to that to be complete. Then, this is actually the first thing that we're still going to build. That's insane. I think what we want to do... If I have a look at research, satellite era research, 1959. Yeah, we definitely want some more researchers because, yeah, we are running behind on technology a little bit here. But we have got 10 science points. Now, I think the next thing that I do want to do is probably look into 56 to 57 orbital rocketry, or potentially satellite era science, because we need this. Theoretically, with basic rocketry, we might be able to make a rocket. With satellite era science, we get more science, and more science is always good. Oh, what do I go for? They both cost the same amount. I think I go to 56 to 57 orbital rocketry, so that I know, without shadow of doubt, that I will be able to build up and get to orbit. Oh, but yeah, no, I know we can get to orbit without that, especially with these solid rockets. Yeah, we're gonna go for satellite era science, and then next up we'll get 56 to 57 orbital rocketry. That is the plan. The plan is set in motion, and yeah, we're gonna we need a lot of researchers. Right, I think we may want to warp ahead a month at a time. How does this auto hire thing work? Okay, so researchers, let's auto hire up to maybe 130. Add. So how does that work? Is it reserve funds? If we have reserve funds of like maybe 1,000 and we want to get up to 130, I guess once we get to 1,300 it will start hiring researchers for us. I've never used this, so this could be a very interesting way of basically not... Yeah! Oh, that's so cool! I did not know that that was a feature. I'm not sure if that is a feature in the version of RP-1 that I've got, but there we go. Our researchers are going to go up, and hopefully that means that we don't bankrupt ourselves by, like, losing money. Because, yeah, each time we hire a new researcher, we will lose a little bit of funding. But one thing, actually, do we have any more? Yeah, we do. We should definitely be picking these up. I can't believe I missed this. 10? A measly 10 science? Yeah, science is hard to get early game RP1. Look at the combined tab and it will tell you when it expects to get there. Oh, I didn't know that. That's smart. That's really cool. Right, so don't want cockpits because we're not building cockpits right now. Speed of all craft integration, that's pretty good. -10 for all techs, don't like that. -5 speed of engineer, that's good. Or +5 even. Don't want the new employees. We're hiring a lot of employees right now. Flight research speed, no. Because we're not doing anything in flights. Oh, that's good. That's not so good. Oh, but I think JPL might be the one. I think JPL is actually the best out of those. Although... that is also pretty good, but I don't like that. But we do want more efficiency. We're not doing cockpits, so that, yeah, that's definitely out. Douglas Aircraft Company, no. Bell, no. Our research is really falling behind at the moment. It's going to be JPL. Although 10% funds for vessel purchase and launch, that is a lot. Science, avionics, and research. Ooh. I'm going to leave that for now. I don't think I want to pick one up. Hello. Hello, N9. Welcome to the stream. I never found a good main contractor, but the secondary ones were really good. Yeah, the main contractors there, I'm not convinced on really any of them at the current state that we're in. But let's have a look at the secondary ones. That's great. That's just straight up brilliant. I like that a lot. That's also pretty good. That's also pretty good. Not wanting that because we're not doing air launches. Don't want that. Yeah. Ooh, Isogrit. That's good, but not right now because we don't have those tanks. That is great because avionics and instruments tend to be very expensive. And that's also great. But I think I like this a lot because we're going to start hiring a lot of researchers. So we are going to do that. And then I think this would be great in a small amount of time, but we don't have isogrid tanks yet. I think maybe Rocketdyne to get those. There was one that I might actually go Douglas Aircraft. Right, yeah. I like materials science research because materials science is a big one. We are actually going to pick that up there. Because I don't really care about the orbital rocketry. We can sort of offset that with, I think, Rocketdyne here. Yeah, and I'd much rather have that materials science. And I don't think there's really anything else that I want super. That would be nice. 75... no, I don't want that. No. That's also really nice. But I think, yeah, we just offset that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna offset the bad from Douglas Aircraft Company with Rocketdyne, and then we'll keep that, and then hopefully that should put us in a pretty good position. Yeah, like our funds have gone up already. The camera follows me. It does. I've got myself a fancy new followy camera. It's pretty cool. I spent far too much money on it. N9 Gaming Official. Yes, it is the official N9. It's not a faker. Maybe it is. There is an imposter among us. What's going on in this career right now? I haven't been here for the other streams. So we're in this sounding rocket grind at the moment. We're full on in the sounding rocket grind. And it's not going terribly, although I'm definitely not going to be breaking any records for any sort of... oh, look at that. Actually puts a thing in. Reach 130 researchers. That's awesome. Yeah, we're not going to be breaking any sort of records for time in this. Let's warp ahead and get those researchers done. And that is starting to make our tech come down quite a bit, which is nice. That early materials science is still disgustingly far away, though. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I think if we go... That's the slightly smaller rocket complex. Oh, we're getting 78 funds a day right now. We've got 130 scientists. I'm going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to get the bigger one and get that up to 70, and then I think I'll be fine to leave that for now, and then we should really be able to start churning these out. So if I go, right, so that's going to be done in 4 days. Let's hire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, and done. Cool. We can do this, because we did just do this, but I might... It gets us more confidence. Confidence is always nice, and more... Yeah, go on, sure, we'll do it. I'll do it once this has been rolled out, though, to get a few extra days. Let's warp to complete. And I think this will be the last small-sounding rocket that we fly. Oh, nice! This has been done as well. Oh, that's great. We want to roll out both of these. Definitely. Let's warp that to complete. And then what we want to do is do this difficult one. And hopefully, this goes well. Launch it, and then we're going to have our 3,000 kilometer downrange attempt very soon. Blue! It is very blue. We are Blue Zealand. Blue! Oh, that's why Blue. Oh, I see. Hello, Blue. Welcome, welcome. Are you finished? Still sorry for killing everyone on the station. Fair. How will it affect the trout population? Who is again? Who is again, indeed. I made a custom flag for the United States of Kerika, my equivalent of America in my Kerbal world. Nice, nice. Kanasa, what happens to your right eye? Are you okay? My right eye, I've got a birthmark underneath it. Is that? Yeah, it's a birthmark. I've had it for as long as I know. I swear, right, I buy a 4K streaming camera and it shows off all of my imperfections. Everyone has noticed that I've got, like, sunken eyes and that, yeah, my eyes look bad. Trattorie, 8828, 8228 even. Hello, welcome. Let's pray for test flight not screwing you over. There's been one moment, one time, touch wood, this entire stream series that we've had a test flight failure, which has been absolutely fantastic. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep that pinned. And we're going to fire this up. And once, yeah, there we go. Cool. Ignition and release. Oh, damn it. I released too early. So, because I released too early, the solid still had enough fuel in it to knock us, and it knocked the fuel up that way. Test flight is really polarizing. I'm watching you go absolutely fine, and I don't think a single one of my sounding rockets survived without partial failure. Yeah, it's luck of the dice. I've had saves where I get completely screwed over constantly. But apparently not this time. That is a little bit annoying, though. A little bit annoying. I'm going to move... Which way? Yeah, I'm going to move that over there. Oh. F's in chat. I released too early. Oh. You know, in the UK, it has been quite miserable today. It has rained a lot, like a lot more than it has done for as long as I can remember, really. However, it's still so bloody warm in my office. It's like 27.3 degrees in here at the moment. We almost nuked the runway! That would have been quite sad. We almost nuked the Space Center. Damn. Anyway. That's annoying. It's fine, though. Oh, do we build up any more of those? I'm not sure if we do. I don't think we need to. I'm pretty sure we don't need to. Yeah, I'm like 100% sure that we don't need to. I can just cancel that contract. I don't think we need it. We're getting enough money coming in at the moment. We've got enough confidence, I think, that we don't really need this. Maybe we will build one more. Nah, we will build one more, and we'll get just one single solitary person maybe to build it. The UK might similar amounts of rain as Seattle. I know Seattle is renowned for being really wet. I think the UK isn't that wet. Like, we don't get a huge amount of rainfall, but it's constant. As in, it's constantly grey. It's a bit miserable. I've been watching the previous streams whilst in the air, but I've got a 2-hour layover, so I figured I'd say hi. Hello. Welcome, Blue. We need to play Zomboid again. We need to get the whole Zomboid crew back. Beastie, N9. Are you up for some Zomboid? It's been a while. Yeah, we are going to build one more of these. KSP spits out a lot of computer heat with high graphics. It does. This room it's not a very big room either, so it warms up very quickly. If I was wearing a grey shirt at the moment, it would look pretty disgusting. I think... How long at current will this take? 99 days. Yeah, I'm fine waiting another 100 days to build that. That's cool. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, our 3,000 kilometer downrange should work. And then we can work on getting even more downrange. Although I think rather than getting 3,000 kilometers downrange, what we will do is very shortly we should get early science. Yeah, we'll get early science in like 61 days. 61 days. It's annoying that that kind of follows the mouse and I can't really read it. Which I think means that we can finish the first program. but we will have to see. Right. Let's warp to complete. Getting 81 today. That's fine. We're in the morning anyway. Let us duplicate this. Oh, we're not going to be able to. It's going to be too expensive. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, just though. Right. Pivotal moment. 3,000 kilometer downrange attempt. Not quite the 5,000 kilometer downrange attempt that we have to do after this, but, you know, we're getting there. I do love that game. It is. It's a very fun game. It's a very, very, very fun game. Very, very, very fun game indeed. Right, whilst we're waiting for this, there is a stream goal. And the stream goal, the challenge is, well, the game of the goal, if we hit the goal, is right this week, right now, I am going to be streaming every day for at least 2 hours after I finish work. If we hit the stream goal over maybe like today or tomorrow, I think what the reward will be, that's the right word, will be. I will do the same next week. It gives me more incentive to stream because I am clearly a man all about money. And it's nice to get something for spending my time doing this. Right. We are able to control this. Let's give this a go. Let us also not do that, because that is bad. And we should. 6,227 meters per second of delta V is more than enough to get 3,000 kilometers downrange. So I think we're fine, as long as we don't suffer any sort of... Oh! I forgot to pick up the contract. Right, someone told me if I revert to the vehicle assembly building, it takes it to the point where before you do KCT. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave this here, and then I'm going to go pick up the contract, because I didn't even launch it. So the revert is just because it's a technicality. That wasn't an actual revert from an actual launch. Yeah, there we go. It comes back to launch. That's great. Because now what we can do is we can come in here and pick up the contract. And I'm glad that I noticed that first, because that would have been quite upsetting if I had forgotten to pick up the contract. Again, it's something that I tend to do quite a lot. Still haven't been able to do the 5,000 kilometer one. So the main reason why I've started from the very beginning is I just want to have a try at it. I don't know sort of the amount of delta V that you need, but someone was asking me on a comment on one of my videos, being like, how do you do the 5,000 kilometer downrange contract? And I basically said, I don't know, because I've never done it. I've not tried it. So over the course of this stream series, we are going to try. We're going to probably try and fail quite badly. Are you going to take this stream series in Thingamabob to the moon or Mars? Series-ish Thingamabob to the moon or Mars. I would like to. Definitely the moon. Mars? Maybe. I'm not sure. Blue, I will respond to your message once I finish streaming, but I'm more than happy to answer questions. Okay, right. Let's give this a go. 3,000 kilometers downrange. Who do you think? Who reckons? Is this gonna succeed? Will this succeed? Will no, caps locked. Will we get 3,000 kilometers downrange today? Start poll. Yes or no? There are only 2 answers. What do you reckon? This definitely is built for it. It should work. The only thing that would get in the way is an engine failure, which we've been quite fortunate with. So we'll have to see. Yes, yes, nice. We're getting 82% yes at the moment. That's a lot of yeses. Only one way to find out, indeed. There is only one way to find out, and that is to launch this. And we are going to launch this in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, we have ignition on the RD-101. Let's go, and let's start aggressively pitching over, like, instantly. Like, yesterday. We want to be pitching over insanely quickly for this. I mean, insanely quickly. Maybe not super duper duper quickly. Oh, wow. For the streams. Thank you very much, Oxox, for the donations. Right, now we want to click towards surface velocity. I think I might have messed that up. I think I might have messed that up just by... Right. Yeah, I think I've messed that up. Oh god. Oh no, what do we lose? Oh no, we lost one of our fins. Oh, that's really not good. I've overcorrected, and we may be in trouble. I'm not sure if this is going to work now. Oh. For the Blue Zealand. We've lost. Yeah, because that's going to throw off our center of mass only by a slight amount, but this is completely uncontrollable. I'm a bit worried. I am worried. Right, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, fire. We are spinning a little bit though. That might help, and it doesn't look like we're. No, that's balked. That's done. That's done for. Yeah. Oh no. that's mildly upsetting. It might still be alright. It was overbuilt, and we are sort of still pointing the direction that we want to go. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. I like this. This is perfect. This is where we want to be pointing. Yes, if we can point this way a little bit more. Okay, no, not this way. Keep going back that... No, damn it. We might still do it, but I am not very hopeful because now we are pointing retrograde. Oh, do I just kill the engine? Oh, no. That's annoying.
Rocket Rebuild Fund.
Thank you, Blue, for the donation. Yeah, we need to rebuild that. I don't think this is going to work. I pitched over too aggressively. We might still do it. What's our apogee? 878. I don't think that's going to be enough. No, it's not. We're going to get about 2,000 kilometers downrange. That was bad piloting. That was pure bad piloting. The naming convention for the rocket should be after New Zealand wildlife. It's not a bad idea. Kiwis, sheep. What a travesty. What a terrible, terrible, terrible chain of events that has just happened. That is mildly upsetting. At least we've got a second one being built that's only going to take 100 and something days? 91 days. Oh. Need some little boosters to spin it. I mean, we could put some small, tiny little boosters on. It's not necessary, though. You don't have to, but maybe that would be a good idea. With roll control, 3 seconds before staging next time. So we don't have any roll control. On this, there's no, like, avionics or anything like that. But what we could do... 6227. If we put, like... We lose a bit, but that's still 6158. I think that should be fine. We do that. Like so. Yeah, that should work. That should be a little bit better. Or, I don't know, I was going to say, maybe we could even put these on. I think what I want to do, actually, though, is I want to simulate this and just make sure that this does work. You have roll control on the RD-101, do you? I didn't know that. Variants and residuals will kill it. I suppose, yeah. Didn't take into consideration variants, so let's get rid of those. Good idea. Probably should end the poll. Probably should. I don't even know what the poll was now. I know it was about will this succeed. Was it will this succeed? Will it fail? Will we get... Oh, yeah. Yes. Poll complete. I'm very sorry, people, that we didn't get 3,000 kilometers downrange. Yeah, let's give... Let's actually get 3,000 kilometers downrange, though. Let's see what we need to do in order to fly this. Usually hold Q with the RD-100 series with about 3 seconds left of fuel. That's a... Yeah, good idea. So what I tend to do is do surface like this for a while. Don't want that. I need to sort out my staging as well. Do surface like this for a while. Execute. Launch. And then start pitching over pretty aggressively. Like so. Not too aggressively, because that did screw us over a little bit. And then maybe when we get to about here, like so, we just hit surface velocity. And that should give us a nice angle for this. I miss the days when you could get away with just angling it like the right way on the launch pad, and you didn't have to worry about actually flying it yourself. That was always nice. That was always nice. Oh yeah, it does have roll control. I didn't know that. How does it have roll control? There's only one engine. I don't understand. I'm not sure. I don't get it. Alright, so about 3 seconds left. Oh, there's going to be so much to do. 3 seconds left. Let's start spinning. And like that. Hopefully, yeah, we are pointing exactly in the right direction. Let's see if this works. They use thrust vanes. Fair. I missed if you said anything about if you were going to the moon or Mars. You still going to continue till there? So we're definitely going to try and get to the moon on this stream series. Mars, I would quite like to. I would quite like to get further than I did in Kerbal Gets Real Redux, but that's going to take a very long time, and that means that we are probably going to be streaming probably for like the next half a year to get there. Might go a bit high still. I reckon this will be fine. The higher we go, the more time we've got lofted in the air, but obviously it does kill our surface velocity. I don't know what our surface velocity is. Let's open up horizontal velocity even. There is surface info. This is what I want. Surface horizontal speed 3,000 kilometers per second. I think that is fine. I think that should make it. I'm pretty sure that will make it. Let's see. You got to 1.1. Oh, it's going to be close. I think we have just done it though. I think this will be fine. Oh, it's very close though. 50 kilometers. Oh, maybe a bit more aggressive pitching. Bit more aggressive pitching is required. Oh no. 20 kilometers. 10 kilometers. Oh, you've got to be kidding. You have got to be kidding. 1 kilometer away. I mean, this was only a simulation, but my God. Check camera. I don't know why my camera died then, but... Oh. Sorry, I was too preoccupied looking at the looking at that. They should make the Just have to get about 1 degree less by the time you separate and are good to go. Yeah, that's gonna require not a lot of change. This will be fine. This will be absolutely fine. Let's go. Let's revert to the vehicle assembly building, build this up again. I think I'm getting another cold. I might have to quickly be right back, because I think my nose is running, which is gross. Try pitch 6 degrees, maybe. I think that may work. 6 degrees, like, is insane. Like, if we launched directly at 6 degrees, we wouldn't even get the altitude that we need. Yeah, they should make the 2,999 kilometer downrange contract just for you. Yes, yeah, I feel like we in our hearts we definitely got. Whoa, why am I getting like no funds? Is it because we're reconditioning? Yes, it's because we're reconditioning. Okay, that's fine. Early science is going to be done in not very long. I think once we get that, what we'll do is, I mean, we're going to hire some more researchers because we definitely need more. Let's get another 10. Let's get another 5. 1953, and we've still not really gotten as far as I would like. I think I got into orbit in like 1954 in Kerbal Gets Real Redux, so we're definitely not going to hit that. Absolutely not. Your nose is running, well, you better go catch it. Fair. Okay, right, so what did we just do? Something just happened. Oh, early science. That's fine. So I think what we want to do is we want to do the downrange attempt again. And we will duplicate this, because we'll probably fail it again, knowing my luck. Hire another 5 researchers. Roll out like the Autobots. And then on the 20th of October... Oh, and we've got our other smaller one as well. Which hopefully should go well this time. So if we come into here, cancel that, go to available, do sounding rocket difficult, 75 units with 280 kilometers. We should be able to do that, but let's actually roll it out first. Let's do this, roll out there, warp to complete. Then we get some more reputation, which is always nice. Sounding rocket difficult. Let's give it a go. Hopefully we are able to complete it. Launch. Recover flight and proceed. Do I still have the massive sunglasses? No, I don't. I don't know where they've gone. I've lost them. Just remember to not overcorrect. Well, yeah, we will be doing... We won't be overcorrecting for the next flight, but this one is slightly different. Hopefully this one works. We're going back to just launching straight up. Let's give this a go. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, there we go. I wasn't entirely sure if I did that at the right time. Right, and there we go. Depending on variants, we might make this, we might not. Not the Elton John glasses. No, no, no. So, these are the Elton John glasses. And then these are my favourite glasses, but they make things a little bit hard to see. They're a little bit too dark. There you go, double glasses. And I had a pair that were orange, that were like this big, and they were like sunglasses like this. I used to wear them for basically when I used to go to drum and bass raves. And I don't know where they went. I don't know where they went. Which is sad. You should launch 75.3217 tons of turpentine to Jupiter for no specific reason. That's a lot of tons of turpentine to Jupiter. I feel like you might have a reason for that. And I feel like your reasons may be nefarious. We'll definitely hit 280. We've almost hit 300. Nice, so we will be able to complete this. That's always good. Another contract done. Which we should have done a while ago. We've just had, like, so many failures in a row. Not going very well. Not going very well at all. Ah, should definitely be paying more attention. Right, let's warp to the point where we complete this. There we go, and back to the Space Center. And I don't think I'm going to build any more of these. That one person that was building these rockets, or those two people that were building these rockets, you've been sacked. Well, you haven't been sacked, but what you are going to be is, if we take those engineers, take them out of here, look at that, almost 30%, and we put you in there, because I think this is all we're going to need now. And we are able to build these pretty quickly. We've got quite a good amount of efficiency now. Is it worth deconstructing that launch site? I don't think it is. We might need it for something else. Oh, we might need it for something else. Right, come on. Let's get 3,000 kilometers downrange, please. Please, 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 please. And then once we've done this, what we can do is either work on the 5,000 kilometers downrange contract, or we can work on getting 2,200 meters per second at a certain point and then recovering, which will get us... That will basically complete one of the programs for us, which I think would be great. So surface, execute. Let us begin. Drippy. Beardy Penguin had 7-ton limestone cube to Venus. Now Carnassa has 75.3217 turpentine to Jupiter. Can we have lots of turpentine to Jupiter in the chat, please? I think these streams have convinced me to try RP-1 again. It's good. Blue, come on with me at some point. Join the chat. We'll have a call. Although, to be fair, time zones are pretty bad. May the test flight gods be with you. Here we go. Successful ignition! Stop pitching over. We want to be a bit more aggressive than we were last time, because last time we just... Oh my god. Right, okay. Yeah, I forgot to pick up the contract again. Right. Right, okay. So we didn't have a failure then. I'm literally reverting to go pick up that contract. What happens now? Who do you reckon... That engine's gonna fail. That engine is going to fail. Isn't it? Because I've gone back to pick up the contract. It's gonna fail. It's going to fail now. It's not gonna light. It's gonna fail after like a few seconds, and I'm gonna hate myself. Oh, that revert to vehicle assembly button is surprisingly useful. Yes. But let's have a look and see if this works. I really need to change the staging of this as well, rather than having to change it every single time that we do launch this. Right, surface, execute. Come on, come on, come on. Work. 3, 2, 1, go! Lovely. It's looking good. It's alright. Not too bad, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Don't jinx it. I may have already jinxed it already. I'm going to sit here and enjoy... Oh, we should be going way faster than this. Just going to sit and enjoy my RP-1 rocket fuel whilst... Oh no, I'm not clicking anymore. Because I moved the mouse. This might not be the one. This might not be the one. Well, that's less than ideal. That is not okie dokie. That is rather unfortunate. Oh, that's upsetting. That's mildly upsetting. That's quite bad. That's That's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. It's broken. The rocket is not going. Oh, so why don't you set the rocket on an angle for launch so you don't have to manipulate it so much? That's actually probably still a good idea. I used to do that all the time. In fact, the first 3,000 kilometer downrange, tutorial video I did was purely based on angle. It requires a lot of simulation to get it to work, but that's so upsetting. That honestly is awful. I think there's only one thing that we can do to get over that, and that's go and design the next rocket. It looks like a plunger now. It's a very odd-shaped plunger, I will say that. Rocket isn't rocketing. What happened? That is what happened. The rocket didn't rocket. The rocket didn't rocket today. The rocket hangs weirdly on the pad. I mean, we're not on the pad right now. It seems we had an anomaly. Approaching first anomaly. Ooh, I was watching the first stream this morning. Where are we? We are... Oh no, we've swapped to this. We are trying to do 3,000 kilometer downrange, and this is the second time that we've gone for it. And it's not going well. It's not going well. And yeah, we are in the ocean. We are the ocean. All of my hand. Can't even remember how that song goes. And all the pieces start to unfold around my neck. Pressure holds its grip so tightly. A 2-stage rocket for 3K and 5K is so finicky. Maybe go for a 3-stage design. We might go for a 3-stage design for 5K, but not for 3K. 3K, we don't need it. And yeah, as Jimmy Gucci said, 3 stages. 2 stages is simpler. Right, I'm going to let that build up, so we might get another chance at launching one of these this year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until that's done. How much unlock credit have we got? Nearly 100,000. Cool, that's decent. But all we're going to do is we're going to come into the vehicle assembly building. No, we're not. I'm going to leave the vehicle assembly building because I'm going to cancel the downrange contract. Because I want to pick up the capstone for the other program. So if I come in here, just cancel that. We go to available, and we pick up this, which is the capstone. We pick that up, accept it, and let's see if we can complete this with what we've got. I think we should be able to. Use MechJeb ascent guidance, classic ascent mode, set the curve manually and set them all to 40. Works almost every time for 3,000 and the same but 35 for 5,000. I will give that a go. I'm going to pin that message so I can see it later on. Thanks, Jimmy. Although I've pinned it, now I can't see it. Oh, no I can, it's just at the bottom. Right, so what we want is we want to still use this. This is our, I mean, it looks horrific, but in fact, let's create a new rocket. No, let's not. Let's get NFTR1 or 3, load you, take you away, grab you. Then we get science, we get the advanced biological capsule, we grab the parachute, we put that on there. Don't need 2, just need 1. Go for that. Maybe offset it ever so slightly in there. And then there we go. We've got our dog in there. Poor dog. I don't know how they got in there, but they are in there somehow. Then we take one of these, like that, put that on there, like so. Then I take this part from the 3,000 kilometer downrange. Here, we merge, we bring this, and go like that. Some pittance for your failing space program.
Some pittance for your failing space program.
Thank you very much, by Mandarin. Thank you very, very much. Any little helps. It looks like we're going to need all the money that we can get, considering the amount of failures that we are currently getting. It's not been ideal. It's not been ideal. It could have gone better. Right, so this is 3,904 meters per second of delta V we get there. From burning for 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is not quite burning the full amount of this. Now, this isn't the best of rockets I've ever designed, as in, I don't really like the look of it at all, but it will do. Let's go for a different coloured top. I swear, right, when we get to building actual orbital rockets, I will spend a little bit more time on making them look a little bit nicer, because right now this thing looks like it's a giant green shit, basically. We need 2 more super chats. We do, to hit the stream goal. Oh my god, we might actually hit it this time. I lowered it, and it's been a success. Where Finn? No Finn. The RD-100 is more than capable of controlling this. And fins are heavy. I'm going to see if we can do it without Finn. If we can't do it without Finn, so this is going to be advanced orbital return payload contract. Let's just call it that for now. Camel case. No, Pacl case, not camel case. Simulate. Let's give it a go. Did you know DOG actually stands for Digital Organic Goo? No animals were harmed during the launch of this rocket. I like that. I like that a lot. We need 2 more super chat. Oh, I'm going back now. I'm reading things that I've already read. Oh, god damn it. I didn't update the avionics on this. Dog, volunteering non-human re-entry subject. The doggo will be fine. Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know if this is going to be enough, you know, but we will see. Whoops. Sorry.
Whoops, sorry.
Whoops. Oh my god, that's great. Thanks, Blue. We are 1 away. Right. No. I want this to be like 18 tons, because I think this weighs 17.3. Let's give it a go. Right. Save. Simulate. Come on. Come on! Enable perfect. Come on!
The first orbital rocket should be the Kiwi, and the rocket that carries the first Kiwis to the moon should be the Moa.
Thank you very much, Ox. Should be the Kiwi, and the rocket that carries the first Kiwis to the moon should be the Moa. I like that. That's a very cool idea. I like it. Right, well, guess I'm streaming all next week as well. We did it! We might get longer streams next week as well, as I did say. I am off all of next week, so... We achieved the goal. Right, now goal 2. What will goal 2 be? Start another goal. I don't even know. To be honest, I've only got 30 minutes left of the stream today, so maybe we won't get another goal. We definitely won't get another goal in time. Let's do... 1 super chat, like orange and higher, timer, 30 minutes. Share how you'll celebrate. What should I do? I can't think of another goal that I can't think of another award, so we won't do that for now. That's not going to happen now. Sorry, the people on the internet bribed me into spending time with them instead, Carnas to his girlfriend. Pretty much. Let's give this a go. I'm not sure if this will be able to achieve what it needs to, but we will see. Let's go. I think as well, theoretically, you can just point straight up for this. Oh, and we also need 200 units. The sounding payload. That's going to make things a little bit more difficult, for sure. Let's see if we can get the speed, though. Yeah, I don't know if it's better to just point straight up for this contract, or if it is worthwhile pointing down range. I'm fairly sure when I did this in Kerbal Gets Real Redux, I just pointed straight up, and that was fine. We've got 2,000 meters per second of delta V left, which means I think we will hit that 2,200 meters per second at the height that we need. Straight up work for you. I think it is the better way to go, because you don't lose from atmosphere. You like kind of like don't know. Greater than 2,200. Oh, that's gonna be very close. We might need slightly. How high do we need to be? So over 140 kilometers. Over 140 kilometers. Well, we're 2,400. That is fine. And then we just need to return this safely. Right, let's add the sounding payload. Kiwi. Yeah. I'm gonna note that down, because otherwise I will forget that. But we definitely want to call the first orbital rocket the Kiwi. Kiwi, first orbital rocket, Moa, first lunar lander. I like it. I like it a lot. Right, let us add the sounding payload. That's what we want to do. And in order to do that, let's grab one of these, grab that, grab that. If I get rid of the length on this. This looks like it's going to be very weird. And we make it. Oh, we go 1.7, and then 1 point, not top. I need bottom. And we need 200 units. Which is actually a lot. Might be too much for us to complete that with this, but we will see. Where is sounding payload? Why can't I see it? Oh, because I need to be high pressure. That would be why. Sounding payload. We want to have 200 units on here. Let's just launch this straight up and see if this works. There's a funky little song. Let's give it a go. Do you reckon this will work? Might do, might not. Use the new search function. There's a search function. I need to have a look at that. New real fuels is really neat. Oh, on the new. Oh, this now weighs too much. Wow, that added a load of weight. Okay. Right, yeah. Revert to vehicle assembly building. There's a new search function. I need to figure out how to make things look a little bit nicer on 4K monitor because it can be quite difficult looking for bits. Right, so this needs to be 19 tons. There we go. Once more, let's give it a go. 3,861. We are burning this pretty much for its entire duration. If we can do this with an RD-101, that's brilliant. But yeah, no, Pap, I will say I absolutely love the new additions to the engine UI. The engine UI and the Real Fuels UI looks fantastic. Oh, a nice sip of rocket propellant there. Let's give it a go. See if we can just literally up. See how well this does. And we leave it be. But I'm hungry! I might go. I don't know. You can leave whenever you want, Cratering 42. This isn't the Hotel California. I fixed a lot of the issues. I added scaling and can make the tank UI wider. Will help 4K screen. Still testing and refining it. Ooh, very nice. I find a lot of KSP in general for 4K is not great. There's a lot of mods that don't really play well with 4K at all. RP-1 is somewhat alright. There are some that are really bad. I can't remember what I was playing the other day. I was doing one of my installs. I think it was for All Kerbal Kind. And there was something that was really, really annoying me that I couldn't see it properly in 4K. But I can't remember what it was. Did you do the downgrade contract yet? No. We've attempted it twice and have failed both times. I started a sole playthrough recently. Quarter scale, a bit RP-1 alike. The real thing is too much for me and my frequent distractions. That's fair. Scaling and making something look nice is so difficult on UI. Yeah. That is also absolutely valid. The times that I have tried to do any sort of UI on when I've been doing stuff on Unity, I make something that I think looks really nice, and then I go into the game and then I realise it is completely balked. It's really bad. We're going 2,400. I think this should be fine. I think this will actually complete it. Yeah, we just need to recover it. This is fine. Should have done this before the downrange contract, and we would have started getting a lot more money. I think this advanced suborbital stuff is probably the way to get to this program. This capstone is probably the way to get to orbital the fastest. Unless you have a really, really, really good downrange design that can use, like, maybe first and second node tech. I just want to make sure that this, doesn't overheat and explode. Yeah, I think we're fine. This will survive. This is absolutely fine. Yeah, this will work. This will work as intended. Cool. And what I want to do is go back to the vehicle assembly building and start having a look at this. Building it up. I think maybe integration time 129 days. Let's tool this. Oh, that's a lot. Avionics. Yeah, the avionics isn't super expensive. That's actually really nice. The tooling, what is going to cost all of that money? Is it just that top bit? It is just that top bit. Damn. It's because it's a different diameter, isn't it? Like, if I'd make it 2, I reckon that would make it, yeah. That would make it a lot cheaper. I think we might go for it. I think we have to go for it. I think this is what we want to do. I hope that aerodynamic shape isn't going to ruin it. You don't have to tool it for a one-off. That is true. I do want to tool the avionics though. It does, but if you tool it, it cuts. Look how many days we lose. We lose like 20 days. Oh my! This is an interesting shape. Welcome to the world's first butt plug rocket. Do I know what the skybox is from? It's so pretty. I don't, unfortunately. This is something I would play with. Oh dear. Oh. I mean, yeah. Is it really? Where is the flared base? There's the flared base. That's the flared base. That's the flared base there. Look, it's flared. Look at it. I don't know what this part is though. This is the grip. Right, anyway, I'm going to simulate this. This is cheaper. This is a lot cheaper, but I want to make sure that I need to go into the tank UI actually. I'm getting distracted. I want to go into the tank UI. I want to change this down to 200. I just want to make sure that with the flared base that we've now got, that this still works and that we can still do it and we get to see another launch. We need a safety word for this launch. Yes, we do. The safety word is egg. This is peak engineering. This is great. Literally just to save on a little bit of tooling costs. But yeah, the skybox I think would either come from Sol or RP-1. I'm not sure. It's just the whichever comes with those. Will probably be Eve. Yes, I do have environmental visual enhancements on this from BlackRock. I've got the V5 volumetric clouds. Jimmy, welcome to the world's first butt plug rocket, Carnasa 2026. You got to head out, lol. I hope your 2,999 kilometer downrange rocket works out. Thank you, Snad, and have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for coming along. That's not what range safety means. Safety word is Kiwi. Egg flashbacks. That's why yeah, the egg, the golden egg, the giant golden egg that we sent to Saturn in Kerbal Gets Real, the original. Long time ago. That was on a stream that happened, I'm pretty sure. Call it the Cucumber 3. I mean, it is. It's I did say that it looked like a giant green poo. However, cucumber works as well. Right. Surface 2,400. Oh, it's close. Yeah, we succeed. Only just though. Oh no. Interesting. Is my stream still live? It is still live. It is still live. That's the YouTube page where I'm looking at the stream just died. Only just is just enough to me. That was weird. Right, anyway, I know that this works. Cool. Let's go back to the vehicle assembly building where I can now tool it for not as much money. In the most ridiculous way. Why has this happened? Why has this happened? Oh, right. Yeah, we'll tool this. We will tool everything. Tool. And it's only going to cost us 2,855. Cool. Gives us a bit more tooling. And we launch. It needs to be 91 tons. 19 tons. That's annoying. Right, yeah, we can put it up to 19 tons and we still get commonality of 100%. That's absolutely fine. I think we will do that. What if we wanted to make it, like, taller as well? Oh, we still get, like, a lot of commonality. I like this. Can we make it... Oh, yeah, no, we can't make it 25 meters. We can raise it up to 20 meters, though. I won't do... Oh, do I do that? I think I do that, actually. Yeah, we do that. We do this. Because that's going to take us 8 days. Oh. And then once that has been done, I think we build that first, and we start getting the orbital contracts. And whilst we're doing the orbital contracts, whilst we're building up, you know, like a launch complex in order to do that, what we'll do is we'll try and get 3,000 and 5,000 kilometers downrange. Just the tip made it past the altitude. Yup. Oh. Oh dear. Right, anyway. Let's warp until this is done, because that's not going to be long. 8 days. Yep, that's fine. Warp's complete. That's, like, used up nearly all of our money. Fabulous. Combined. We're still building the downrange tempt. What I want to do is wait until I have enough money, which I think will be, like, 5 days. I reckon it'll be about, what, 1,000? Might be slightly more because that advanced biological experiment could be quite expensive. We'll see. Yeah, it's 1,201. We need to wait a little bit longer. What I might do, though, is rather than coming back in here, we'll add it to the plans. We'll add to plans. Unlock one part. Cool. Acknowledged. Yep, we got it on the plans. Perfect. Oh, hang on. Wait, no, I need to... Do I need to do it to this plan? Do I need to do it to this launch complex? We'll get rid of that. Yes. Add to plans. There we go. Perfect. That's all done. Leave. WSP 1200. If 75.32 tons of turpentine wasn't enough, make 2,855 tons of turpentine. Fill Saturn 5 with turpentine. Oil? Oil? Question mark? What? Okay, cool. So I want to wait until we got 1,200, which should be like in a couple of days. There we go. Now what I can do is go to plans and we can build that. We will move this up because I want this built first. And that's going to put us into 1954. Which will get early material science as well. We'll get a few techs in 1954. I think if we go to researchers, how much are we making a day right now? Okay, cool. Let's auto hire. What are we currently on? 150. Let's get up to like 180. Reserve funds will be 500. Or maybe we go for 170. Yeah, that seems like a decent amount. That should be fine. Hopefully we don't bankrupt ourselves doing that. Nope, that's fine. We're still getting quite a bit of money. Cool. And we should start getting research in a lot quicker. Not as fast as I would like, but still not terrible. I'll keep it at that for now, though, at 170 until maybe we launch this. We'll start earning a little bit of money, because we do need money. Right. Let us build this. Let us roll this out. That's going to take, like, no time at all to build now. The sort of speed of this must be really high. Engineers. Oh, yeah, we're at, like, nearly 30%. Great. So, yeah, this is going to absolutely churn them out. That's going to take, like, 9 days. Cool. Let's complete a program. Let's wait until the morning, and then we can complete one. 10 funds. We are officially more broke than N9. Poor N9. N9 is a bit renowned for not having a lot of money during a lot of his RP-1 saves. I'm sure he's earned a fair amount over things. I think he's doing quite well in For All Kerbal Kind now. He wasn't. He definitely... Oh, this thing is so ridiculous. He definitely hasn't been. But he is right now, I think. Where he is. Right. Oh, anyway, we're going. We're going. It didn't even say anything. We're just going. Just going. I don't even know what the data units are on this. I think we've got a decent amount. Ignition chance is pretty good. Right, let's hit the rocket and let's just watch this. I'm a bit concerned. Target self. I'm concerned. I don't want to really look at the knobs and dials. Well, we are looking at the knob. I don't want to look at the dials of all of the instrumentation and all of that kind of stuff whilst this flies, because I believe in it. I have hope that we won't have any sort of engine failure and that this will work and nothing could possibly go wrong. What was that? Premature launch? I'm supposed to tell you that Morgan says hi. Hello, Morgan. Hello. I'm going to use all of it. Listen, I paid for a whole budget. I'm going to use... Oh, is that 9 still here? Hello. Hello. Welcome back. Just lurking. I think my cats are going a little bit crazy outside. I have 3 now. I have picked up another cat since I last streamed. It's a little black cat called Luca. From... I don't know if anyone ever watched Rage Quit from... Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth. I used to love, you know, like Rooster Teeth and all of that kind of stuff. Thought they were hilarious. Are we going to make it? I hope we make it. That does not look promising. Oh, we might. Oh, yep, we're going to make it. Yep. Yeah, just. Did I forget to pick up the contract again? No, I had it. I had it anyway. I had it anyway. It's fine. Anyway, Rage Quit. Michael from Rage Quit did a video called No Luca No. It was a game called No Luca No. And that's why I have a black cat called Luca. And he is very similar to the black cat that's in that video, because the black cat in that video decided that he wanted to go for the person's cereal. And the whole point of the game is that you're supposed to, like, stop this black cat called Luca from eating your cereal. Now, my black cat, Luca, he loves cereal, and he does exactly what the black cat in that game does. So he is literally the best name for Luca that possibly could have happened. Right? We're going to go very high, and we're going to come back down, and hopefully we return safely. I didn't even turn on the experiment, did I? I'm not even sure if I care for the science that this is going to get, though. Oh, no, I did. I did turn on the experiment. Cool. That's fine. We will get a little bit of science. Nice. We didn't go very far, though. It is made out of circle. Time is not made out of timelines. I love that line. That is literally my favourite line from Caboose. Veiny poo. Ooh. Must be a shader bug. Why is there a vein on that thing? There are some weird bugs with the horizon using the TUFX preset that I have got. So if you look over, like, at the horizon, when you're higher up in space, and especially when you're burning something, it can get a bit wonky. It's a little bit annoying because I really, really, really like this one from Ballistic Fox, the Fox Lukewarm experimental features, because I think I like the motion blur sometimes, and it can make for some really cool looking cinematic shots. Oh, we're almost out of battery. That's fine because our parachutes are armed. We just need to wait until we land, and that should be program officially done. We have finished that program in 1954. That is a bit later than I would have liked, but it's not the end of the world. Now that we have finished this, though, now we start really, really, really going for orbit. So I think the next stream, maybe we might hit orbit. I'm not sure if we will. It'll be close. But we are going to start really, yeah, pushing for orbit next stream. I still do want to do 3,000 kilometer downrange and 5,000 kilometers downrange. I need to because, you know, we have the contracts. But I also want to start prepping for orbit, because orbit means we will get a lot more money. Is it just me, or is electric charge so bountiful nobody really cares? It's in realism overhaul it's a little bit different from stock. EC early game electric charge for realism overhaul runs out super quickly. You should have at least one rocket named Electron since you are launching from the Rocket Lab launch center. That is fair. We could. It's very pretty. I would quite like to go to New Zealand at some point. I don't know what that is over there. Is that our launch center? That is. That is. I thought we were further over there. Very nice. Anyway, let's recover this. Normal recovery. Now, it's everyone's favorite time. It's a bit of administration. Everyone loves administration. We gained barely any science for that. Which was expected, to be fair. We gained quite a few funds back, though. Because we can complete this. But what I need to see... requirements. We can do it. We can do it. We don't have to wait until we have finished early rocket development. Now, someone suggested, like, the whole sort of... the Soviets have taken over New Zealand, so I think we will go for heavy. I was going to put it up to a vote, but I think we do go for heavy. Heavy because it pays out more anyway. It pays out a lot more. And we can do breakneck. Oh, we can do breakneck. I think we go for breakneck. Get a lot of money that way. But yeah, we go for heavy because heavy gets us sort of like a better launch infrastructure anyway. No one loves administration. Everyone loves administration. But yeah, we are going to complete the program, giving us an extra 62.2. Wonderful. And then we pick up early satellites heavy, and I think we pick it up at breakneck. That is going to use up all of our confidence, but we can hopefully get some more confidence here. And it's going to give us so much money. Like right now, if I come out, we are currently losing 180 a day because we have just completed a contract and we are reconditioning. If we come into here and we pick up early satellites heavy and we go for breakneck, and I think if we accept, we should start seeing a lot of money. 13th of November 1957. We can do it. We can beat that. We can beat that. I'm sure we can beat that. I'm sure we can beat that. But there we go. So it was minus 180. We're now getting plus 586. That is so much better. We are in a very good situation here. But I think with that, it is now 7. And I actually have stuff that I need to do tonight. Would you believe it? I have to go back to my real job in an hour. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, I've got actual work to do. But thank you everyone for coming along to the stream. As always, it has been great. Thank you everyone for the donations. I think we had 5. We hit the stream goal for this stream, which means that next week I will continue on doing a stream every single day until it kills me. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, I'm enjoying getting back into stream, and I like doing these sort of like shorter ones, 2-hour ones. It will means that I don't get burnt out so quickly. What, late night work? So not a night shift, no. Software release, so I have to get back to work in order to oversee the release for who I work for. It'll only be about probably 30 minutes of work, maybe an hour, I don't know. It won't be very long, but I get overtime for it, so not the end of the world. But anyway, thank you everyone. As always, it has been a joy, and I will see you same time tomorrow where hopefully we should start really thinking about going orbital. We've got the program now, it's coming, and yeah, it's an exciting time. But thank you very much, and until next time, I've been Carnassa, and I will see you later.